Hello! Thank you for tuning in for your September Zodiac Wheel reading. I'm Elise, and these readings are for the general collective to use as a guide for your month ahead. It is for your sun sign, and if you know your rising sign and moon sign, then check those out in the other videos that I've done there as well for the whole of the zodiac signs, focusing on each individual zodiac sign and the energies associated with that. The animal medicine cards have their messages for you too in the confirmation reading, which follows the zodiac reading, so stay tuned for that. And if you were looking for a more personal, deeper reading, then please do contact me. The information is included in the description box below. And you can find more on my webpage or join Elle's Psychic Astrologer group on Facebook. And there we have bonus readings and watch parties where I do live readings, and I do answer questions live also. So again, thank you so much, and we will get started now with your September Zodiac Wheel forecast. Hello Aries, thank you for tuning in, and thank you to all my wonderful subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed and you're new to my channel, then please do click the subscribe button just there. Alright, now I will focus here and ask that Great Spirit, angels and my guide join me with this reading for Aries, and I give thanks for any messages that come through with this reading for Aries' highest good and for the good of all concerned for the month of September 2019. What messages do you have for my Aries viewers? Well, that's a good start right there. So we'll start with the first, second, third, right round to the fourth house. So, Aries, you have in your first house here the leadership card, the Emperor. A very Aries card for you. I'm hearing Spirit tell me that you are needing to lead by example, Aries. Your tribe will follow. Need also to exercise patience. Others are seeing you at this time, Aries, as being stable and strong. And there is that element for you too, Aries, where you are drawing on that strong fire energy to be strong for others as well. In the area of how you earn your money and your measure of self-worth, this area is being influenced by the Wheel of Fortune here. Very good signs. The wheel is turning in your favour. There is a lot of luck around for the month of September, Aries. And you are feeling lucky. Now, I do feel that there is a need here for you to not try and, you know, use that feeling of lucky for gambling, mindless gambling. That's not to say that, you know, to not buy yourself a lottery ticket or something, but yeah, just be careful with that, because the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour with money, but I just am getting the message here that you may just overdo it a little bit. So what you do actually find that it is bringing you luck, you may overextend it a bit. But all in all, this is a very positive sign if you've been you know, working hard and trying to accumulate the money that you need, the abundant prosperity energy is here with this Wheel of Fortune too. So there could be some good developments also in your day-to-day working environment, how you earn your money. Now here with this one we have the Hermit, which is interesting in that third house there. The Hermit is one of going within and being in touch with your higher knowing. And I'm feeling here that that it's also, there's some energy for you around your throat chakra and your solar plexus. So do some chakra work there. Now the solar plexus, the colour that is associated with the solar plexus is yellow, and the colour associated with the throat chakra is blue. So use those colours to bring a bit of balance into your throat chakra and your solar plexus chakra. Now the throat chakra also is connected to this third house because it's wanting to be heard. So Aries, there may be a situation where you're feeling you're not being heard or you're not being listened to. This is letting you know that you will be able to be heard, and you will also be able to communicate from a deep knowing. So there's also that psychic energy there with that hearing, yeah, that it's the hearing, the clairaudience. If you are into chanting, if you like to chant, it also is conducive with that. Now here in your fourth house, you have the Three of Pentacles. Lovely. So is there some new projects that you're starting in the house, Aries, or you're looking to be looking at new opportunities, I'm being told here with the Three of Pentacles. Some of you may be looking around for a new residence. That's not to say that you're giving up your old residence. It may actually be an extra one, so more than one property to look after. But as I said, it's the beginning of that for some of you out there. Could even be redecorating as well, and having the money to be able to do that. So if some of you have been looking to be able to redecorate, beautify your environment, I'm being shown here with this Three of Pentacles that you will be able to get that happening. House of Fun. What do we have in the House of Fun for Aries? Justice. Lovely. Now, the fifth house is that of you giving love and matters of the heart. Children are strongly connected to this area as well. So I do feel with you that the Justice card is letting you know that you're finding the balance there, and you're finding the opportunities to be able to give your love in a balanced way. So Aries is a very passionate sign, and it's not that you're not passionate about these areas like fun and pleasure and children and that kind of thing. It's just that you are balancing it out more. And it's a good sign for those of you that are concerned about anything to do with matters of the heart. This is showing that also will be more balanced. So not so much up and down, topsy-turvy kind of energy there. So lovely. And of course we have the sixth house here, which is very activated for Aries at the moment, because we do have planetary alignments affecting the Aries sixth house, which is the area of work, health, and being of service. So if you're taking on extra work, it's showing that you're being very practical, what you do with that extra money and how you use it. What's activating the sixth house is the planetary alignment of Venus, Mars, Saturn and Mercury being in Virgo in the sixth house for Aries. So it's really taking your attention when it comes to work and your health. So you may even be finding that you're able to stick to your health regimes longer and better, and being more practical with that, because that Virgo energy is a service, practical. It's a very feminine energy. You may even find that you get a lot of things sorted now, and pay attention to detail here through September. So if you're needing to tidy up or declutter any of that kind of thing is, it's a really good time here through September to do that. It's in line with the energies. Health checks are also indicated with the 6th house being activated the way it is here through September. Coming into the second half of September, the planets start moving into Libra, which is then going to be affecting that balance that I was talking about, because justice does rule the Libra energy. But you know, any kind of checkup, dealing with your own health regime, or being of service to others with their health, is also indicated here for you, Aries. Oh, okay, so partnerships. Partnerships is being indicated here with the King of Swords. Now, first thing I'm getting with this is ruthless. The King of Swords can be ruthless. It can also indicate that tough love. Sometimes you have to be extra strong with significant others in your life. So just be aware of that, because the 7th house is the partnership house, and it does rule partnerships of all kind, whether they be business partnerships or group partnerships. It's even marriages. It's one's equal, and it's letting you know that you are equal. And funnily enough, here in the 1st house, which is Aries, and the 7th house here represents Libra, in when Aries is the leading card, or the leading house, that's also indicating two very strong men, or it may be one man that's got that inner strength. So very strong, very capable, can be a bit ruthless. So just checking in on yourself that you're coming from a place of kindness. There's nothing wrong with tough love, but sometimes you just need to be gentle. And that's not necessarily giving in so that you sacrifice yourself, but it's just be a little bit gentle, because this swords in area, it can indicate well, it indicates clarity and getting to the base of the matter, or you know, shedding light on any confusion. But it also can indicate, you know, a bit of a cutting kind of maybe words or something like that. So let me know what you feel is the case for you. Yeah, but the quite strong masculine energy being shown there for you, Aries. Now, in the area of other people's money and the house of birth and rebirth, beginnings and endings, legacies and emotional values, you have the 8 of Wands. So there's news coming, and you're going to get the news quite soon. So it will be within this month that I will see what actually happens around about the 8th of September. Yeah. Now, around about the 8th of September, the moon is in Aquarius. So it could be coming from other people's groups and other people. This is other people area. And it could be coming from a long distance too, because the Eight of Wands speaks to me of action being put into place from far away, and the news of that being brought into you. I also feel the love of outdoors is strongly influencing this. So you may find that you're able to, spend more time grounding yourself and earthing yourself, because with this Virgo energy that is around now, it is a very earthing energy. So, if you're feeling a little bit foggy, and because we have got that Neptune in Pisces influence still affecting us, and that can sometimes be a little bit of a foggy kind of feeling, like a mind fog and things like that. You could also be feeling a bit overwhelmed with the world at large. A bit of time out and looking after yourself is a important part of this Virgo energy. So some self-pampering can be very beneficial for you, Aries. Now, here in the long distance travel and philosophy area, higher education, it's being influenced with the Temperance card. So that's showing me that there's flow, and there's really is a wonderful energy for finding your own inner balance. That there really is a lot of balance energy speaking here with this wheel for you, Aries. So you may be taking more interest in overseas situations or other cultures. You could even be learning about another culture. This is a sign that you will be able to find the inner peace that you're searching for through any studies that you're doing or research, your spiritual path. Like we are all always on a spiritual path too, Aries. We think we're human beings having a spiritual experience, but actually it's the other way around. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And the word beings is something that, just contemplate that. We call ourselves humans, we shorten it, but we're actually beings. So, contemplate that for yourself, and how you can, how can you get in touch with your beingness. Now, here in the zenith of the wheel, the area of your life that is your career, and how the outer world sees you, your reputation, and what you want to achieve. You're feeling a little bit here with the Seven of Swords being influencing here. You're feeling like your efforts in your career or your outer world have been a bit thawed. So there's some sort of dissatisfaction being shown there with your career or your outer world. You've got a lot of satisfaction here in your inner world, in your fourth house, in the base of the wheel, with your new creative beginnings of expressing yourself through your decorations, or, as I said, some of you may be actually purchasing another property. But here in your outer world, in the zenith of the wheel, you're putting on a brave front, but you're not completely satisfied. And when an Aries isn't completely satisfied, they can be a little bit prickly to be around. So I do feel, Aries, that you may be in a situation where you have to act out in contrast to how you're actually really feeling inside. So it must be something to do with the workplace or your career. Alrighty. Now, here in the area of hopes and wishes and social groups, friends, that kind of thing, and your long-term objectives. You've got a very positive influence here with the King of Pentacles being shown up. It's a very practical, down-to-earth approach, and this is how you're receiving your love from others as well. So it may not be all mushy and romantic kind of love that you're receiving, but you're getting some very practical, helpful kind of love from others. So and there again, this is showing, you know, for those of you that are female, the man in your life is being very stable and very helpful, albeit practical. And for those males viewers, I feel that this is representing you and your male friendship group. So there really is a very stable group dynamic. And also for any of the male viewers watching, here in Australia it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. I hope you get to spend some lovely quality time with your children and get very spoilt. Alright, so now here in the fourth house, Aries, it's being shown here that you've had some offers. Oh, you've had some offers. There's been offers and your cups are all full. So your network is there behind you, backing you up, but it's not exactly what you want, and I just feel that that is connected a lot to your career. And 12th house being in opposition to 6th house, 2 forwards there, which is quite interesting, because 4s are the number of reality, and it's our material universe. And it's also a message of man's destiny is to learn to express consciously. So just think about that a bit. Maybe you need to express, you know, like, especially for you men, I just feel, you know, if you've got, say you've got some niggling thing that's getting to you because of the as I said, the planetary alignment here in Virgo is, you know, going to, in a way, bring to the surface any of those niggling health issues that you may ignore, so to speak, or you know, because men, you tend to put on a brave face and say, you know, oh, it'll be all right. Yeah, it hurts, but I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just catch yourself up a little bit when you're saying that or going to say that, and actually go and get it checked out. With this Virgo energy being so powerful at the moment, it is a wonderful time to get things checked out and get things looked at. Have that checkup that you've been meaning to have. Go to the dentist, for example, because they're saying that there's someone who is watching who has dental issues, and to get onto it as ASAP. You know, it'll get rid of those headaches. Yeah, so that's quite ironic that you've got 2 4s in the opposition. Yeah. 4s are stability though, as I said. So getting onto things quickly, and you know, really contemplate that offer before you actually reject it. Okay? This is a time of, here in September, of deciding what we really, what our purpose is and where we really want to go, and to try the best we can, as difficult as it is, to try and direct that energy into something that brings our heart joy. Okay? So now I will also ask for our animal messages from the animal medicine cards. Great Spirit and Angels, what is your confirmation message for Aries for September 2019? Great Spirit, Guides and Angels, can you please show us the confirmation message for Aries for September 2019? Thank you. You have 2 messages. Very good. First message here, Aries. Dreamer. So it is the Fool card in the tarot deck. And in our animal messages, it's called the Dreamer, and it's the shepherd puppy. And it's letting you know that you are starting new adventures, run free and take a leap of faith. And then we have Balance with the zebra. And the number 14 is being shown as very significant. So take note of the 14th, around the 14th and 15th of the month, which actually happens to be when the moon is in Aries, because that's also a great time for new projects and looking out for new opportunities. So this is saying by merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea, compromise with others and collaborate to discover a better solution. Which also fits in very well, Aries, with that Virgo energy that is affecting that 6th house of health and work and being of service to others and wanting to help others. Okay. So thank you, Aries. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead. Now, also on the 14th of September at 2:32 Australian Eastern Standard Time, it is the full moon in Pisces. So I just feel that the 14th is very significant for you, Aries, with that number 14 showing up. All right. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that moon. Now, while the moon is in the new moon phase, it's a good time to put your intentions out too. So by the time it gets to that full moon phase, you really will have a better idea of where you've got to, Aries. The culmination will be shown to you with the full moon. So keep that in mind too. Okay, many blessings to you all. Thank you for viewing this month's Zodiac Wheel reading, and don't forget to, if you know what your rising sign is or your moon sign is, then have a look at those videos as well, because that gives you a more all-round view of the month ahead. Now, if you would like, you can book a more personal reading. I've included all the details below. So, you know, my website and my Facebook group, where we do bonus readings and watch parties. So I get to answer some of your questions live also. Okay, many blessings to you all, Aries. Thank you and namaste.